And it's Tyson in at the 3 spot. And for Charlotte, they've got Hartenstein. LaMelo Ball is out there with Speedy. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Aldama in at the 4 spot. And there's certainly an added challenge, right, Clark, in the second game of a back-to-back.
And you always wonder in that case, could fatigue play a role in deciding this game? You know, back-to-backs are hard, but there's no excuses. Everybody has to play them, so you deal with it and make the most of it.
Oh, superb pass from Garland. He's all for setting up his teammate.
Ball kicks to Miller. Now Aldama. No good from outside. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Ball. Tries from 10. Shot's good by Mitchell.
And this is routine for Mitchell. He doesn't need much space to feel comfortable elevating.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a few minutes with the Hornets head coach. And his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Speedy following the score by Cleveland. He gets that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Mitchell missing. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Drives to the hoop. Trying to get open is Hartenstein. And the basket by Speedy.
An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
Here's Mitchell. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Speedy. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. It's good from long range. Speedy's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
G.A., you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. To the paint, here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these 2 terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight. No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
From deep. Hits it from 3-point range. Mitchell's got 9.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Well, these are the players you don't want to give any space to beyond the arc right now. The best long-range shooting guards in the past 10 games. 4th, Brandon Miller.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play 2 guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Hornets trail by 5. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on them.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Allen slams it in.
Well, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Ball.
You know, with LaMelo, you really have a one-man offense. I mean, there's not much he can't do on this end of the court.
Ball hits them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Tarlock. Rebounded by Speedy. Hornets trail by 3. Going inside, and he dumps it down.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. After the basket by Charlotte. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. Defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Passes it to Speedy. From the wing.
Come on.
Hornets keep it alive. Aldama passes to Speedy. Count it. Good. Speedy's got 18 points in the game.
8 for 10 out of the gate. Couldn't ask for a much better start than that.
Allen impacts the game on all levels. This kid has what it takes.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Jarrett Allen. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he ends up missing both free throws. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Speedy. Jarrett Allen grabs the miss.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
It's Allen on the wing. Shoots a 3. The Hornets pull it in. Here's Speedy. 18 points for him. Here we go. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Schroeder following the bucket by the Hornets. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jump. Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Now here's Allen. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Here's Speedy after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Speedy out to Smith to the right side. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Speedy, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Smith. Takes it off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 5.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The pass to Micic. Nobody near Schroeder. Traps in the tray. Schroeder's got 5 now.
This is where Schroeder has really improved over the years, hitting the 3 with some consistency.
And the Hornets call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in.
Substitution on the court.
Garland against Miller. Here's Tarlock, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. So he gets them both. Hornets leading by 5. We've got Speedy. He's out there with Ball. Miller is out there with Hartenstein. And it's Diabate in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Miller. Hartenstein passes to Miller. And the shot is good. Miller's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hornets.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Speedy in the last game against the Clippers was phenomenal. He came away with 41 points, and he was tremendous in that game. That was a season high in points, too. A mind-blowing effort. And it's going to be hard to repeat, but it's hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Garland has it in the corner. Trains the three-pointer. Garland's got 6.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Ball to pass to Speedy. From outside the arc, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. Their three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Diabate, nice persistence to chip it back up and in. And the Hornets lead by 8.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
He can take over, or Garland able to facilitate.
And the Hornets call time here.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
He's checked in for Charlotte. A switch here also for Cleveland. Tyson's checked in. Here's Ball. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. And his assist numbers were tremendous.
Little kicks to Ball. 5 on the clock. Takes it from 10, and he drops that one in.
2 points for
Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
Deadly in the pick and roll. LaMelo Ball can do anything out of that particular set. This time calling his own number.
And in terms of size, he's not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Unloads. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 27 points for Speedy. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. We're playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. There's the 3. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 6 rebounds in the game. Speedy, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 8. The 3 from Garland. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Diabate's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Speedy, covered by Mitchell, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Charlotte.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Oh, man. Their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
And that one misses. The Cavaliers trail by 10. No one near them. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball's got 4 rebounds now tonight. So the wing on the left. Here's Speedy. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Cleveland's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. the corner, Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
How about that, throwing it down? Allen oozes energy and teammates feed off of him.
Here's Diabate. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Speedy's got 12 now in this quarter.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
To the middle. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Garland.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
32 seconds left in the first half. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Garland looking it over. Pass to Tyson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Tyson's got 5 points so far. Ball against Garland. Here's Speedy. Misses the wing jam. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Speedy.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers.
First team foul.
A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. Then there's Allen. And it's Tyson in at the 3 slot. For Charlotte, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Speedy. Garland with it. It's stolen. Here's Speedy. And the shot goes in. Speedy's got 38 points.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Mitchell outside. Tries again. Miller grabs the miss.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Speedy. That's good on the jump shot. Speedy's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hornets.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Mitchell up and in on the layup.
Mitchell.
Mitchell's got 20 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of this game.
Here's Speedy. He has 40. They get it back. Can't hit from in close. The Cavaliers trail by 12. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance.
Number
Kevin?
8.
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Charlotte on D. They've led by as many as 14 points. Drills it from outside.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Speedy, covered by Mitchell. Now, here's Ball. 6 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Miller outside. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. Miller's got 9.
Miller knew he had to get that shot off because he kept his eye on the shot clock.
Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
Speedy, no good.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Well, wide open look here for Garland. And a miss there on the triple.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Here's Tyson. A three-pointer off the mark. Hornets leading by 9. Here's Speedy. Lets the three fly. Good on the three-point shot. Speedy's got 45 points.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Garland kicks to Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Hornets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Speedy, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatics. Just a brilliant game.
Garland is doubled. Will it go? And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Charlotte calls timeout. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question.
Probably.
Substitution on the court.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Micic to the pass to Garland. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
Here's Speedy. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Pass to Hartenstein. Three-pointer. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And
we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Walker Kessler. Then there's Speedy. Then it's Ball. And it's Aldama with the 3. So that's the Hornets 5. And the dunk by Smith.
Jalen Smith punishing that rim.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up to the Charlotte Hornets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. They get it again. Hartenstein. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Hartenstein's got his first points of the night.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Speedy. 6 to shoot. Outside, Ball. From about 19 feet, offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hornets lead by 16.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
The Cavaliers shooting 51% from the field. I'll take that. Garland, that's for 2. The quick look, no good that time.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Here's Speedy. The kick out to Ball. Charlotte moving it around. Passes it to Speedy. And yep, another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. Garland left side. Goes up the baseline. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And it's time for an injury report. Let's get an update on Schroeder. What's the status, David?
Hey, guys, I got an update from the Cavaliers head athletic trainer. I was told it's just a bruised knee, and luckily there doesn't seem to be severe damage. This was a team that was struggling a bit, so losing him hurts extra. But they have to cope with the loss. Back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling. You can see the coach very displeased with their defensive effort on the glass. They're giving up a bunch of second-chance points. They got to get that corrected.
Miller's checked in for Walker Kessler. Then for the Cavaliers, Jared Allen's checked in for Jalen Smith. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Micic. Here's Speedy.
Oh, man!
And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Woo.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The 3 from Garland. Here's Allen. No good with the layup. Hornets leading by 21. To the inside. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Hornets making a change here. Smith has checked in. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
Substitution
checked in for the Hornets. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Outside Garland. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Here's Speedy. The pass to Aldama. Here's Speedy. Pocket 6. And good. He hits it again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And it's Speedy with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household name.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Mitchell outside. Here's Schroeder. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight.
Schroeder has worked to become a proficient shooter off the catch. You know, that was not a strength of his coming into the league.
Here's Speedy out to Miller. Back to Ball. Pass to Speedy. Launches a 3. And another one falls. Amazing.
Hit that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Here's Tyson. Here's Turlock. Hornets with the rebound. Miller's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball, the pass to Miller. Pass to Aldama.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Speedy, covered by Mitchell. Here's Speedy, sinks that one from the post.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Cleveland's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Here's Tyson. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Kept alive. And Aldama slams it in.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there,
Jared
fellas.
Allen.
Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon. Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
for Charlotte.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so this victory tonight will give them the front end of what I believe will be a knockdown, drag-out season series. They win the first of what will be 3 this year against the Cavs.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Speedy.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Ball, the bounce pass. Here's Speedy. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Driving the lane, and he makes good on the lane.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
3rd personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell, taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10" wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
And Mitchell drops them both. 17 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Speedy. And there's the drive. And he goes in for the dunk.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
What am I